So number one is we got to look at yourself and the purpose behind what you're doing. And then number two is we have to look at others surrounding you. And two questions for you. Who's directly inspiring you? And who is in your corner on your team? I used to say cliche things like entrepreneurship is lonely and stuff like that when I first started my business. I don't say that anymore because entrepreneurship and business ownership is not meant to be lonely. And if it feels lonely, I'm just going to say something, and I mean this with all the love in the world. You are doing it wrong. If it feels lonely, you're doing it wrong. Because I did it by myself for a long time until I finally started to ask for help and get people in my corner. People that I can depend on. I'm about to get on another call with my coach who I've had for the past 5 years, and I searched out two types of coaches. I wanted a coach in the physical therapy space, and I wanted a coach outside of the physical therapy space. I found both. And I continue to have both to this day. But who's in your corner? Who's directly inspiring you as well? It's great to be around people who just fluff you up and say, hey, Josh, you're so amazing. But I love to be around people that say, like, dude, you can do more. You've got so much more in the tank. Like, you're just hitting you're not even breaking the surface of what you can. Like, I love being around people like that. I've really learned, like, being around people that just tell me, hey, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Like, that only lasts so long. It's like great, and I'm appreciative of it, right? But that's not what drives you forward. You've got to be around people who are directly inspiring you, who are willing to go into battle, who are in your corner and actually want to see you succeed. There are also people out there that you got to be weary of that may want to be around you because you've had some level of success, but they're really not going to be ready to go to bat with you at any time or place, right? You got to get people in your corner that want to see you freaking win. And one way that you can understand this is when you are starting to succeed and you see people start backing away and you're like, whoa, Leanne, you're changing. Whoa, Stanton, I don't like the way that you're changing. I don't like the way that you're growing because it makes me look at myself and it makes me super uncomfortable. They won't tell you that. And so I'm getting fired up here to tell you guys, you've got to take a look at who's in your corner. These are the main two ways that I've been able to gain momentum and maintain momentum, is looking at myself deep down inside. Dude, really asking myself looking myself in the mirror and saying, dude, why are you doing what you're doing? Is it for yourself? Or is there a really compelling purpose for others? You want to get to the latter, and it's a process. I haven't always been there. There were sometimes I looked in the mirror and I'd have to ask myself a very serious question like, hey, are you doing some of the things for selfish reasons? Or are you doing this for a very compelling purpose that you know that God's put you on this earth to do? We got to have those conversations with ourselves. So it starts with yourself. Really, why are you doing this? Because a compelling purpose that is focused on you will never be compelling enough to make you to do the things necessary for growth. But a compelling purpose that's beyond you, focus on others, helps you to dig deep and do things beyond your current capabilities. Stanton, man, Leanne, if you want to become the best that you can possibly be, which I have zero doubt that both of you can, you're going to have to do things that are beyond your current capabilities today. And in order to be able to do that, to be able to dig deep and do things that are wildly outside of your comfort zone in order to grow and make a larger impact, you're going to have to operate from a compelling internal purpose. And this is where I see most people get wrong. I mean, I've even coached business owners that they're 3 years into their business. I'm like, really, why are you doing this? And sometimes they can't give me a good answer. We have to have a good answer to that. Why are we doing this? If I ask you, Stanton or Leanne or anybody else watch, if I ask you right now, hey, Stanton, why are you doing what you're doing? Like, you should light up. Like, hey, this is the reason that I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why. These people are why. That's a compelling purpose. When we can get there, my goodness, the level of impact that we can make is amazing. So family time, that's incredible purpose. That's a byproduct of why you're working so hard. But the direct impact that you're trying to make, that has got to be your compelling purpose. Financial freedom and family time, those are the byproducts of what your compelling purpose and what you're going after. That's what I'm trying to help understand as well. And so you've got to look at yourself and find that compelling purpose. And then number two, you've got to look at the others that you're surrounding yourself with beyond your family. Who's directly inspiring you and who's in your corner? And so that's how you create momentum. And that's also actually how you maintain momentum. Those two things.